This is the poor man's way of how I do my break down my lumber to get it all squared up and everything. First thing that I'll end up doing is I'll end up running it through the planer as is, just to get some of this crap off of it and see exactly what we're working with. Now, I don't mind the mess, believe it or not. I'm actually cleaning up the shop, but I got like 50 different projects that I'm working on. So we'll run this through real quick just to kind of see what we're working with. So we'll just take a square of some sorts and just eyeball it. I can already see it's twisted, as you can see right there. So we'll use our makeshift planer sled, which all this is just a piece of shelving. I think it's like 3/4 inch thick, and then I have a stop here. You gotta be careful. If you're going to use screws like what I did, when you run it through the planer, you want to make sure that you're not going to hit that. I threw this one together real quick just to give it a try, and eventually I'll make a new one. So while it's on here, it's actually kind of leveled. I won't have to really shim it up. If you have to shim it, then you just use a piece of thin piece of scrap, you know. I mean, that's pretty much all you can really do. But this is actually pretty good. Yeah, I think that'll do. Let me go plug in the hot glue gun, because we'll want to glue this down. Now while we let the glue gun heat up, there's a couple different ways that you can do this. You can take care of the edge first, or with a hand plane, just square that up, because eventually we'll run it through the table saw. In this case here, let's see, I do have found that bowl right there. So, look for a thin piece of scrap. And of course, everything I have is thick. What we got going on here? Let's just see here. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah. This little piece here will work out just fine. But like what I was saying, you can always hand plane this edge down first if you want. I usually, I don't know, sometimes I do it this way first, sometimes I'll plane this edge down first, but in this case I just want to, I'm doing it this way, get this all squared up, and then I'll square up the sides and then obviously the ends. So we should be, are you fucking serious? Alright, we got the glue gun up. Just gonna wipe off some excess here. So I'll basically just put a little bit of a dab. And of course, nothing goes right. My trigger's messed up on this. Time for a new glue gun, I see. Shit. I guess it'll work too. And we'll take it to the planer and adjust that. Remember, watch out for those screws. Obviously this board is a lot thicker than my fence. I actually like this little DeWalt planer. I would recommend it. Alright, let's take a little bit off. Let's go grab a square. Look at that. Nice and good. We're in good shape there. Then you just break it apart. It's real easy. We wouldn't really worry about too much of this because we'll be taking that apart or be breaking that down. Oh. Check this side real quick, just to make sure everything's all good. Oh yeah, we're in good shape. Alright, let's go clean up the sides here, at least one side, so we can run it through the table saw. Now, I don't have a clamp or a vise on these benches yet. It's still a work in progress, so basically I just use a C-clamp and an F-clamp. I'll just clamp this down to my bench. I'll clamp it back here. So, clamp that down, and then I'll look to see which side will be less work, and it would definitely be this side here, so we'll plane that down. Yeah, I can't wait to get this shop all set up right. It's been hectic. So, then we'll grab my little square. And you guys just see where you have to work at, which actually is surprising. This looks pretty darn good. Well, this will be a bad example because this is actually pretty square. But otherwise, what I would end up doing is I would just take the hand plane and plane it down, which we'll just do it for shits and giggles. At least get the high spots out. Yeah, I wish I had a jointer, but I don't. If anyone has one, you can send me one. I'll take it. All right, that's good. Now we'll get it hooked up to the, or get it all over to the table saw. We're just gonna take off a little bit. Oh well. Trim up both ends. Here we go. Let's check this side. Now we just trim off this over here. It's okay. I'll live with it. Be cutting this down anyways. Saw's not squared up, but it'll work for what I need. So that's the way you break down your stock, the quick and dirty way. I'm sure it's gonna piss off some of these woodworkers on YouTube, but I don't know what to say. I'm a busy man. I work full time. I got 50 different projects going on. Obviously cleaning up the shop and everything, and now making videos. So please, with that said, please like, subscribe, share, and check out my other videos. There's gonna be plenty more coming down the road. It's kind of difficult to film all the time, but I'm working on that. So once again, thank you.